Have you ever wondered, what if we could stop money laundering packages from ever getting into the hands of scammers? Well, in this video, I'm going undercover to find out what government and national delivery service companies are doing to prevent money laundering packages from ever getting into the scammers' hands.
Why you have done such a thing?
Hey yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. About 8 months ago, I went undercover into a Walmart to see how well their employees were trained when it came to people coming and asking for gift cards to pay for taxes. Recently, the guys from Trilogy Media teamed up with Purolator from Scammer Payback to expose money mules and to bring to light how scammers are abusing our very own services and companies to scam millions of dollars from us. So naturally, being a former courier myself, I started to process in my mind and think, did I ever see a package like that that would look suspicious? Did I ever, So I decided to hit up a couple of these delivery companies to see if they had any signs, what their process was for redirecting packages, and also what their process was for coming across suspicious packages. So pay very close attention to what it is that we find out when I visited these companies. I'm on my way right now. I'm gonna go to Canada Post, Purolator, UPS, and FedEx and see if they have any type of signage that would alert anyone to money laundering. Okay, here we go. Hey, I just had a couple questions actually. If I wanted to ship a box, how easy is it for the person who's supposed to receive the shipment to redirect the package as far as like if you're not going to be home, can you redirect to the address? Do you know?
That is a really good question. How easy is it?
Yeah. Is it like, do they contact me? Like you guys contact me and say, hey, this person's saying it has to be moved? Or, because like I'm afraid of like, let's say there's a porch pirate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
if you have insurance over, is it $200 or $300? Then it's an automatic signature. 200.
But they're not guaranteeing it right now, but yeah, that's 200.
So ideally, if you have that, then someone has to come to a place like this to pick it up instead of it leaving it on the porch. But again, it's not guaranteed because of COVID.
Thank you.
What else?
I didn't want to get into the money mule subject just yet. I kind of wanted to just get a general idea of what their redirect protocol was like. And then she proceeded to tell me that we can insure the package, which of course is not the information that we're looking for. Following this, there was a human boombox that came through, guy with speakers, and so it was really hard to talk to her, so we had to move off to the side. And at that point, she kind of went into a little bit more detail.
Redirect? I don't know about redirecting though.
Is sure. So what I see a lot is that like scammers, what they'll do is they'll tell. So I'll give you an example. There's like something called the refund scam. So what they do is they send you a voicemail saying you're going to charge your credit card. So then the older people, even younger people actually fall for it. But what they'll do is they'll call them, and then the scammers will remote connect to their computer, and then they ask you to log into your bank, and then they say, we're going to send you the refund right now, and we want you to verify it on your bank. But what they then do is they go into the bank code, because I don't know if you need to do this, but you can actually go into the HTML and make your bank look like it has way more money than it actually has. So then what they say is they say, oh my gosh, man, we sent you too much money. And they look at how much money you have in your account, and then they get you to go to the bank, take out a bunch of money that they didn't actually give you, and send back to them. They ask you to ship it through a box. They ask people to wrap it in aluminum foil. They ask people to duct tape the box and all this other stuff. And then the reason I was asking about the redirection is because that's often what they'll do is they'll say, hey, you need to ship it to this address. And then right as it's about to get there, they'll redirect it to a different place where like a money mule is there to pick it up, right? So what I'm wondering is if Canada Post has any signage that would like say to someone, hey, you may be a victim of a scam if you're shipping money. You know what I mean? Because
So,
often will tell them, don't tell them it's money, obviously, right?
Well, what we do is, and what we're told to do is that anytime people want to ship money, we do not say put cash in any sort of package, ever,
Right.
ever. If you have to give money to someone, it's always that we say MoneyGram. And MoneyGram is really safe, it's fast, there's a fee for it, but I'm going to give you the customer service be something. There is new scams happening every single day. And yeah, like you
I
said,
call them.
that's great. No, well, somebody's got to do it. I did not know, but I do know that we have people here trying to pick up parcels without proper IDs, that happens, and so we have all these policies and procedures in place so that we're protected and they're protected. But as for redirecting, I've never heard of it. We don't do anything over the phone, so if anybody says, hey, oh, I got this and I need to redirect, you cannot do it over the phone. None of that happens. Yeah, none of that happens over phone, so you have to come in and show ID, and even with that redirecting, say mail forwarding, you have to come in with an ID. You can't do anything. So to change any parcels that go to a different location, it's really hard to do.
Okay, so with Canada Post, it's really hard to do.
It's really hard.
Especially with UPS, it's a little bit easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a phone call. Like the receiver's like, hey, I won't be home. Can you send it to a different address? And then they'll track it in the car, in the truck, and be like, okay, it's going to be redirected.
I don't get it. Wow, whatever. It's a real job. Anyway, but I know it's real. I know it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, can I grab that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is general customer service, and then there's a helpline, so maybe that would be more specific.
Cool. Is there any way, I don't know if you have any like supervisors or anyone to talk to just about like putting up signs, like you know how at Walmart they have like gift card, don't give a gift card for Canada Revenue, blah blah blah. Anything like that would, for someone who might be coming here and thinking like, hey, I'm dropping off this box because it's a refund, I'm supposed to give the money back.
I'm going to give you the name of my supervisor because she's here all the time. She knows everybody that brings these out too, so she knows personally too. And then so you may want to. It's right now it's crazy. I don't think we're really.
Of course, Christmas and all that kind of stuff.
But if you feel like there's that need, or any other, and she's been here 15 years, and she will also give you some really great advice.
Great, thank you.
As of the time that I'm recording this video, I haven't had a chance to contact the manager yet, but I will definitely keep you posted once I do. She told me that when people come in to buy gift cards, her spidey senses go off, and she starts asking them a little bit more questions just because she's heard how much scammers use gift cards as a form of payment. I commended her on that, and then I ended up saying goodbye and took off over to Purolator.
What was the question?
So how easy is it for someone like the recipient to redirect the package?
Where is it?
So let's say I'm sending the package to where I told you, right? And if that person says, oh, I'm not going to be home, do they just call you guys, or do you guys call me and say, you call me?
Yeah, like when we actually do like the shipping label, so we put your email address and then you get the notification of the package, right? So if nobody home and then you record a signature for your recipient, so it will, if nobody home, so it will go to the nearest Purolator.
Okay.
And then she can pick up from there.
Oh, they can pick it up from there. Okay. You guys don't redirect it to a different location that they may request?
No. So like if your address is where is it going to be, so that's where we're gonna deliver. But if nobody's home, and then it will be going to like a what do you call it, nearest Purolator, and then they can pick up from there.
Okay. And also I noticed
and
like
if you doesn't require signature, so they can just like leave it there outside.
Okay, and I'm looking around and I noticed that you guys don't have any signs with regards to like money laundering or anything like that. The reason I'm asking is because a lot of times what happens is people will send money in boxes to scammers, right, who've like duped them out of money. Do you guys have any plans to put any signs up to let people know not to ship money or anything like that?
I can't answer that question because I'm not the right person to answer that.
Okay.
So I can like what we call this, we can actually call to our triple customer service.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a line for that?
So or
There you go, sir.
Oh, I was just actually inquiring. I know that you guys have like, are you shipping any of these products? You guys have signs for that kind of stuff. I was just wondering if you guys had any plans, or if you currently like sometimes there's people who get scammed and they like put money in boxes and send them to like scammers or whatever. So I'm just wondering if you guys have any like signage to prevent that from happening, or if there's any plans for Purolator to do that, just because it happens a lot.
No, but our loss prevention people, if we find things in the normal day-to-day parts of our business, then the police get involved, and that we work closely with the police when people are shipping things that they shouldn't be shipping.
Yes.
So we don't ship negotiables. So if there's cash in there, that's already a red flag.
Right.
So what'll happen is loss prevention will start doing their investigation. If a police investigation is necessary, then the police become involved.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand that.
In terms of signage, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know what a lot of people will do is they'll put like the money in a duct tape box with aluminum foil in it.
Drugs
or whatever.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's why I was asking if there's anything like that, just because I've seen quite a few people get scammed.
Sure.
And so I just want to know.
Yeah, it's kind of above what we do here. If we come across something, then we'll involve the police, but we don't really, in terms of like our interactions with the public, no.
Okay. And if for example, let's say someone ships a package, and let's say I knew that it was a package that was like was money that's being laundered, who would
You should call the police.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
But the police would not intercept the driver, right? Would that not be something like the driver would then, if I told the driver, hey, I think that box actually has money laundering in it or whatever, money that's being laundered, would they not have to then contact dispatch and bring the package back? And you
No,
guys deal with
because
the police? Because like,
they would interview you,
okay.
and then once they've interviewed you, then they would come down and probably seize the package, and then they would go from there.
Where would they seize it from? Would they seize it
Here.
from here? So the
Most
driver
likely.
would have to bring it back here.
Usually, yes.
Okay, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah,
It's
this
like,
is the main sorting facility.
okay. Awesome, perfect. Thanks so much. I just want to know. Thank you.
So the lady did not actually give me the number for customer service. She just went to the back and grabbed someone and brought them out to the front, at which point obviously you heard the interaction I had with him. Now, an interesting tidbit that he shared with me through our conversation was that if the police are alerted, the police confiscate the package back at the station. So the driver is not supposed to go and deliver it to the new redirected address, which is good news. So in that case, Purolator has their game on point. They need signs though. So of all the places that I went to, FedEx was the least helpful. Mind you, it is their Christmas rush and they were pretty busy, so I was only able to talk to the guy for about 3 minutes and he seemed pretty dismissive. So I ended up calling someone that I knew from FedEx to just kind of give me a little bit more general information. So I'm going to share what I learned from him. And FedEx also did not have any signs. So here are 10 questions that I asked and the accompanying answers. How often are packages rerouted at FedEx? In his particular station, he said it is roughly 3%. So if there are 10,000 packages a day going through, that would mean 300 packages are getting rerouted. Is there a policy in place that would prevent the package from being rerouted or redirected? If the shipper says no, it cannot be prevented. Why are packages rerouted in the first place? It's closer for them to go pick it up. Having more accessibility, for example, because FedEx closes at 6:30, but Staples is open until 9. Other times it's because it's being rerouted or redirected to their work. Is there an option the shipper can put in place to make sure that the recipient is unable to reroute or redirect the package? It is possible for that to happen. The way you do that is you put on the package, do not redirect. As you also fill out the waybill, you can put specific instructions for the package, so when it's scanned, it gives FedEx all the info about what the shipper wants done with the package. If it's unable to be delivered that day, they would then leave it at the station to pick it up. If you're aware that money laundering is happening, is there a reason it's not a standard do not redirect for every package, considering it's only happening 3% of the time? If we were to do that, then you'd have too many people coming to the station and it would overwhelm our front counter. The other option is that they redirect it to a Staples location and they act on FedEx's behalf to deliver the package. It's being done so the customer doesn't have to travel far, and they're trying to make it more convenient for everyone. If a package is identified by someone as a money laundering package, is there anything that can be done to prevent the package from being delivered? If a package is identified as one of interest, they put a code on it so it doesn't raise any flags, and then they give it to the RCMP and they commence the investigation and trace it back to the recipient. If I identify a package as a money laundering package and I tell the courier, hey, this package is one that's being money laundered, who is then responsible for contacting the police? Me, courier, or FedEx as an organization? FedEx, having that information, is responsible in contacting the police through the courier. Are there any protocols in place that if a package is redirected that it raises any suspicion? Because packages don't get rerouted or redirected that often, no. But if there's a tip, then they contact the authorities. Is there any training in place for a courier to have to bring a package back to the station? As soon as they receive a tip, dispatch is contacted and they contact the driver and tell them to bring the package back to the station. The driver may not know what's going on, but when they bring it back, they'll bring it back to the front counter. Then it will be given to the manager, and then the manager to the authorities, and they inspect it. What's the best way for me as a member of the general public to alert FedEx? Well, the first thing you could do is call the 1-800 number and they'll take down your info. Then they'll send it to the corresponding station, and then dispatch will contact the courier to bring a package back. Then they'll get security involved, and if they feel it requires the attention of the RCMP, then they will proceed with that. But if they don't feel that the RCMP involvement is necessary, they will deal with it themselves and take care of it. Okay, so we've been to FedEx, we've been to Canada Post, we've been to Purolator, and now we're on our way to UPS.
Okay, so if I decided to,
I can do it for you.
let's say hypothetically say I want to send a box. Yeah. What's like the, sorry, I don't know if I don't know if you can hear me or not. What's the procedure with regards to redirecting the package? Is it easy for the package to be redirected by the recipient, or like do I get notice if it's being redirected at all?
Like for example, if you're sending something and then like redirect like where? Like sending it back to you?
Yeah, no. So let's say for example I send something and the person says, "Oh my God, I'm not going to be there."
Oh, okay. So you just okay.
Yeah. Do they call in to redirect it?
Yes, they have to. They can do it online.
Okay.
So once you ship package from here, we'll give you a tracking number.
Okay.
And then you can give it to them. I'm sure they'll have it. You can always redirect using that tracking number.
Okay.
You can do it online or call the toll-free number.
Okay. And do I get notice if they're redirecting the package?
No. But you can if you don't my choice, you will like if you log in and do everything, you will see the status.
Okay.
Yeah, or what you can do, you can track too using the same tracking number.
Right.
You'll see each like you can track the status.
Okay.
So you can do that too.
Okay. Is that just a policy you guys have, like that the recipient? Because I worry sometimes, like with, there's like cases of like money laundering, and people scammers saying to someone, "Hey, send us the shipment here," and then they'll redirect it somewhere else, so that it's like.
Yeah, no, it's kind of strict. Like some packages we can't even redirect. So it depends.
What constitutes whether you can redirect it or not?
If signatures are required and all these, so it's gonna be like hard. So for example, so if you send a package and the person is not there, that person can always like redirect to the closest retail store.
Okay.
Or
And those are independently owned stores?
yeah, that is. Yeah, but it's still part of like UPS.
Yeah.
It's all safe. It's safe.
And do you guys, I don't know if I don't see any, but do you guys have any like signs that say that warn people against like don't send money, don't send, it might be a victim of like scams or anything like that?
No, we don't have those signs.
Is there a reason why not?
I don't know about that. Maybe they're working on it. I don't know, but no.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like saying no, do not send money, something like that. Right now we don't have that.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Is
No,
there
yeah.
any,
Maybe later we will, like hopefully, but not now.
later?
I don't know, but no, we don't. In future, I mean, but yeah.
If is that something that like if we were to talk to some management, like is that something that they would want to do if there was enough people saying like you guys gotta put up signs just
Signs
because
saying no money.
yeah, like I see it a lot like with senior citizens that they get like tricked into sending money to like money orders and stuff like that.
Yeah, like money order, money and stuff
Not
like
money
that.
orders, cash. They're told to put it into a box and put aluminum foil over the thing so that it's not tracked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they sorry, no problem. Sorry, and a lot of them use UPS.
The reason I want
Oh,
That's why I'm wondering if you guys
Because
have
for international packages, we do a
I
visual
don't want them to
inspection.
get confused.
So they
when
can
package
do
is
that.
lost,
Right.
But for
misplaced.
domestic, we don't. So, yeah, well, I can talk to someone,
So,
but
when you're writing,
Do you guys have a customer? Do you guys have a customer service?
yes, we do have that. Yes, I can. Yes, no worries.
Sure, thank you.
Okay.
I know it's like a random question, but
I know, I was like, okay,
Yeah, it's-
money.
yeah, I
We-
wonder because
we
like,
always
you guys
like-
have like, you know, don't send dangerous goods, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
I don't see like don't send
Don't send
money.
money,
You know,
yeah.
you might be a victim of fraud
Fraud or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I know that's happening a lot these days. That's true.
Yeah.
But people should be careful as well.
Don't
You know what I
have to-
mean?
you know,
They
people are,
shouldn't be sending cash. It's just,
I mean, people shouldn't be doing a lot of things, right? But,
Yeah.
you know,
but I know what you're
but it
saying.
happens.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I figured like if it's possible to stop it from ever leaving here, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're more expensive, obviously, to ship it
Do
to.
they have something like that?
No, they
Like
don't
stickers
either.
and stuff like that?
No.
No. So
Okay.
that's the toll-free number you can call.
Okay.
And yeah, I might be able to talk to someone here too. Like I'll go see if I can find someone.
Okay.
I'm sure all the drivers and supervisors on the road right now, but later I can talk to them and see if they
Yeah.
can.
That'd be great. Just something, you know, like just something to warn people, just because they shouldn't be, but you know, just like they shouldn't be sending all those dangerous goods.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
people
There's
still
proper
try.
procedures and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It depends on the way.
No signs about shipping money or being scammed. So what can we do about it? I think we need to unite so we can protect people as much as we can. I'm also going to be attaching some resources that we could take to these companies, an example of a sign that they could put up, or what their employees could ask with regards to making sure that someone's not being scammed or shipping money. Worst case scenario, you round up some buddies and go pick it outside these companies to get their dang attention. I always say each one teach one. So if you've got Twitter, let's use that platform to make our voices heard. Tag Canada Post, United States Postal Service, UPS, Purolator, and FedEx to help us stop money launderers before the package is even sent. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the information valuable, please make sure you hit that like button. Also, do me a huge solid and subscribe to the channel and help me spread awareness about scams throughout the whole world. We have to do all we can to protect as many people as we can, and we do that by spreading awareness. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.